Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, exciting news today. Radiomaster has just launched the Boxer. The Boxer is a radio that fits between the TX12 and the TX16 Mark II, which is the latest one. This is it in the center. I do have the included little gimbal protectors on the front, which is really nice design because it actually protects the switches as well. Now, the great thing about the Boxer is it comes in two versions. So you have the ELRS version, which is very popular today, and it can shoot out at a total of 1 watt, and it does have a built-in fan for cooling so it won't overheat. Or like I have here, I have the 4-in-1 version with the CC2500 chip. So I can connect to almost anything, and on mine I have placed ELRS RANGER on the back, so I have the best of both worlds. I can also put a crossfire module on the back as well. All right, let me get rid of these two and let me tell you about this little guy. And also let me remove the protective cover. Often when I make these videos of new radios on the market, there are people out there that are kind of confused exactly what you would use the radio for. So let me show you. Do you have an FPV drone? Well, this radio is perfect with FPV drones. Do you have a giant RC helicopter, or any RC helicopter for that matter? Well, this radio is perfect for the RC helicopter hobby. Do you have an RC plane? Well, RC plane enthusiasts are gonna love this radio. Are you in the RC tank hobby? Well, RC tank hobbyists will use radios like this to control their tanks. Certainly if you're in the RC truck hobby or the RC boat hobby, this radio can be used, but I would think, especially for me, I like a different type of radio for these type of devices. You know, the ones where you have the control wheel on one side and you just hold everything in one hand. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this radio so you can see if it's for you. First off, it does have a JR module in the back, so you can attach an ELRS or crossfire unit to it. You can see I put the Ranger ELRS on mine. Also on the bottom, you have a USB in for fast charging, so you can charge up the battery in the back. You will have to provide your own battery. 18650s are preferred, although Radiomaster did send me this battery in mine. So I'm assuming perhaps this battery is available on the Radiomaster website. If it is, I'll put a link to it. They did not cheap out on the joystick gimbals right here. These are version 4 Hall effect gimbals, so they're very precise and very good. This T antenna is included and it is removable. Pretty much like on all Radiomaster items, you can just unscrew the antenna, put a different one on. If you want to put a directional antenna or something with a super high gain, you can. You probably noticed it already, but look at the handle. So a lot of radios on the market will have a handle on the back that folds down or whatnot. They have a fabric handle on here, and it is held on by a couple of bolts or screws, if you want to call them. So you can remove it if you wish and attach something else, maybe something more permanent. I didn't know what to expect when I first saw the fabric one. I thought, well, I'm not really sure what to expect because I've never had another radio like that. However, when I put this entire unit in my case to take it to the field, not the included case that comes with it right here, but a different case that I go to the field with, this is a bonus because it just sits flat and it makes this very, very thin. So if you take the module off the back, then you'll see that you don't have much to play with right here. It's a very thin unit. So you can carry this around, very portable. If I show you in the back, they've updated how the micro SD card goes in here. Let me bring it close. So that's the micro SD card holder right there. It's different and it's better than in the past. So it sits underneath your battery. If you're in the FPV drone hobby, you're gonna love this. At least I love it. It's awesome for me with FPV drones. Look what they did on the top. They put 2 switches up here. This one over here is a latch system. So watch, I'll bring it close. So if I press it in, it stays in. So that could be like, arm the motors on the drone, disarm the motors, great. And over here they put a momentary switch. So that means you would activate something momentarily or while you hold your finger in. So you could have something that just goes on for a bit and then comes off. Maybe you're flying an RC plane and you want to put some sort of stability on because it's about to hit the ground, and then release and everything goes back to good. As well, I think they upgraded the speaker. Listen. It sounds a little louder than I was used to. You can really hear it when you play games on this thing. Yes, I said games. Because this has a super fast processor, they upgraded the processor in this. I don't know if it's the fastest processor in all the radios. They decided to put games on here. Let me show you.
Asteroid. X-Light breakout.
Next thing I want to show you is what comes in the box and all the features on the radio so you have a better idea about this radio. Here we go. This is the box your new radio comes in. Inside the box you'll find the hard carry case, and inside that hard carry case you'll find your radio and accessories. First item would be the quick start guide, followed by a set of stickers. Next we have our radio that is securely strapped in place. The gimbal and switch protector is a nice touch. You also receive a USB-C cable as well as some hardware tools and some extra springs for joystick tensioning. Now let's take a look at the features of the radio. Starting on the top left, we have our 2-position switch, followed by a 3-position switch, followed by the left potentiometer, and followed by the right potentiometer. Next we have our right 3-position switch, followed by our right 2-position switch. In the center is the very loud speaker. Below the speaker is the power button. Next we have our 4 joystick trim controls, followed by the lanyard holder. Here we have our full-sized version 4 Hall effect gimbals, left and right. Next we have our 6-position button switch. On the lower left we have our system menu button, the return button, page right button, page left button, and our telemetry menu button. On the lower right we have our model menu button, followed by our metal scroll wheel, which is also an enter button. Finally we have our monochrome LCD display, which is backlit and quite viewable outdoors. On the top left we have the latch button, followed by the trainer port, followed by the removable antenna. Next is the USB-C data port, followed by the headphone jack, and top right momentary switch. On the bottom we have the USB-C quick charge port. On the back we have the fabric handle. Below the handle is a JR module bay. You can put an ELRS module in here, or a Crossfire, or a 4-in-1, or a Spectrum. On the bottom is where you place your batteries. Batteries are not included. You will need to supply 2 18650 batteries. The radio comes preloaded with Edge TX. Here you can see which version is being run on this radio. Now, whenever I show a radio, I always get asked this question: hey, can I hook it to my computer and play flight simulators? Well, certainly you can. Let me show you. Alright, so with all that said, I'm going to put links below to this product. I might not have covered everything you need to know, and if I missed something, please post a question below and I'll get back to you. But for now I say thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in a future video with many more reviews on cool products like this for the RC hobby. Until then, I say bye!